doesn't matter. Uh, I just want to do. I just want to finish this chapter because it's getting too long. I think the last one was 3 days. So hopefully I'm going to finish this today. Did I talk to him already? Okay. Can I... I don't know, talk to him about anything? Oh yeah. I used this thing to find the water bottle. The air container, I think. Oh. What happened if... right. Remember that tricolor pasta we're talking about? Oh my gosh, this dude is living in another dimension. A rainbow, really. I figured the last color we should use indigo blue. Indigo blue? It didn't seem to work the way I thought it might. Wait, did I show him the... Oh my gosh. Too distracted, can't think. Can't watch it. It doesn't matter. Nothing of use, I think. Let's see. Looks like a kitchen unit. Pretty clean. Funny, he doesn't look like the type who keeps things tidy like that. You're forgetting, Ning. He's running a pasta shop here. Wow! What an amazing parrot that is! Good morning. Haha. I'm sorry, man. Ah, you forgot, Meg? You gotta call her. You gotta call her name first. Her name? Polly. How you been? Hello, hello. Neat. So the parrot's name's Polly. The erstwhile companion of the boat shop caretaker answers to the name Polly. Too bad all she can say is hello. Hahaha. Old Polly can say lots of things. You just need to know the secret words. Secret words? What do you mean? Polly. What's your name? Polly. Cute. Maya found a new friend. This parrot knows something. Look, Nick, he has an electric blanket on his table looks warm. Oh, if I ever go to Japan, I have to try one of those things. They look so comfy. That's a great idea. We should do that at the office. We can sit down with our clients, snug and warm, drink hot cocoa. And talk what? About murders? You're a party pooper, Nick. Maya, please. This fishing pole is expensive. Yeah. Television? Oh, there's a television in here too. Look! A little safe! Hmm? It's locked. Oh. Oh, there's a lot of various fish in Gourd Lake, aren't there? Something's funny, Nick. All these fish are saltwater fish. Oh, so? There's really nothing else we can do. Polly. My mom is getting worries of late. That's why I just tell everything important to old Polly here. Everything important? I wonder. Polly, what's the number of the safe? Oh my gosh. Right. Hey, Polly, watch it, will you? My gosh. If I ever leave Maya by herself, she's going to end up in jail. Like, for real. Sinning only takes little clever thinking and a criminal mind. Write that number down. Hey, don't get me involved in your little heist schemes. Oh wait, that's... Oh, she's not going to try to open it, okay. Maybe? I mean... nothing of use, I guess. Okay, let's go back. Let's see if I can talk to Gumshoe about him. I think Gumshoe isn't here. Now that you mention it, didn't he say he had a meeting to go to? Oh, that's right. Let's come back later. Damn it. It's worse in questioning. Let's come back later. Guess so. He's not here either. Gosh! What to do? Please, enlighten me. I've been in touch with this whole time. Let's go back then. Yeah. don't know what to do with this old guy. What if I try to talk to Polly again? No, wasn't that? Hmm. I don't know what to do. What did he say though about the rental shop? Yeah, he's supposed to be the witness, like, but he can't. He can barely talk any sense. I already tried everything. Finally, I guess I'll try anyway. No. No luck. What did Maya say about this? Returning badge. Oh. What the hell? How's it now? That's cheating. Oh my gosh, thank you. You're the kid. Lawyer, huh? Please, mister. Alright, I'll help. But on one condition. And what's that? When this case is over and done, you'll rent the wet noodle? I'm sorry, but I can't make that promise. Is that any way to treat your old man? You want my help? You've come to the wrong man. Oh no, he's grumpy. Not to mention his little things with his kids. Maybe we should just lie and sell. Okay, we promised. Nick, are you sure about this? Hey, anything to get this case solved. Who wouldn't want to eat Phoenix noodles? I guess so. That's my boy. Good for you, kid. Wait, didn't I just say? You too, Meg. Yes? You bring a tear to your old man's eye, you know? No. What was that you wanted to know? Speak up, Polly. Oh, no. Ah, he's talking to the bird again. How do we get him to talk to us? Uh... Wait, if I... Polly here's my only friend in the world. Isn't that right, Polly? Oh. Ah, yeah. Wait. Then what am... Then how... how am I supposed to do this? Like, for real? No! Gosh. I wonder if he recognizes it, like, the mom. Nope. Nope. Not yet. I guess I'll have to try and check in every single one. I see this. Wait, you know something about this, sir? Keith. Yes. It's okay. You can call me that. That. You know something about this. Oh yeah. The other night, out on the lake. Yes? Yes? I know all about that. I seen it. Tell us what you saw. Well, I suppose since you're taking over the shop and all. What? What? I forget the time, but it was pretty dark outside. Probably night. It was after midnight, but okay. Then I heard this bang, so I looked outside. Then I heard another one. Bang. A little while later, this boat comes back. Then a young man walked by my window here. He was muttering something to himself. What did he say? Forgot. I'll remember tomorrow by core time, promise. Wait, it's more early than that. You know what? Little Terry was just here. Terry? That kid next door. You always used to... you always used to make him cry, remember? He was wearing this tattered old coat and got himself some whiskers growing out his face. He must be talking about Detective Gumshoe. He comes up and tells me to come down to court tomorrow. Really? Somehow I don't think we're going to get much useful information from this guy. Maya, maybe we should be leaving. I think you're right. Oh wait, I had one more question. Polly, have we forgotten something? Don't forget DL6. Ooh. I knew it! I knew he had to know something. Yes! Mr. Remy, that... No! Who is this guy? Yeah! Why would that bird... You have to figure out what the... who that old man is. He locked the door from the other side. I think I need to do a little more research on this incident. Maybe I should ask Detective Gumshoe. Yeah. Let's go. Detective Criminal Affairs. Yeah. Detective! Long time no see, indeed. You don't look so happy. Actually, we wanted to ask you something. Yeah? You know the boat rental shop down at Gar Lake? Yeah. The old man who runs it is appearing as a witness in court tomorrow, right? Don't make that face, please. It's supposed to be Chuck's secret. Do you know who that old man is, Detective? Actually, I don't. He's a bit of an odd bird. I haven't been able to get a straight answer out of him. I decided first that he wasn't persuasive enough to stand and testify as a witness. That's why we called Laura Hart yesterday. As for who he is, I have absolutely no idea. Dude, you're a cop. That should be the first thing to know about a witness, like their name. I can't help but think that it has something to do with this current case. To tell the truth, I don't know much about the L6 either. Mr. Ashworth forbade us from reading the file. How does a prosecutor forbids you, dude? Please. Just say he's your friend, like, and you don't want to do it for his sake. Gosh. So I'm afraid I can't show them to you either, Paul. However, if you can convince me somehow that the DL6 incident related to this case, well, I guess I'd consider opening the file up. Baron? The old man at the boat rental shop's Baron. The parrot knew about that incident. Don't forget DL6. I'm pretty sure that old man must have taught her that word. Yeah, but how would that old man know about the DL6 incident? What if he was connected to the DL6? Yeah, no shit. No shit, dude. Who would have thought? You think he might be? Through there is the station records room. I'll give you special permission to go in and find what you need. I love that this game is mostly you playing the detective's job. It's entertaining in some way, but frustrating in some others. Like, this is not my job, dude. This is your job. You should give me everything I need to read. That's it. Okay, Nick, to the records room. I guess it's time we face it. Words past. Yes. Let's go! Records room. It's amazingly dusty. 10 years of files, 10 years of dust, I guess. Let's find the DLC stuff quick. 10 years ago, both me and Edward were 9 years old. We were almost through with 4th grade when he suddenly transferred. Before of DL6, I found out where the file is. Oh, thanks. Just let me know when you want to know about the DL6 incident. I'll go get the right file. Summary. Let's go. Here you go. December 28, 2001. It was exactly 15 years ago from the day after tomorrow, so in 2 days the case is closed. This took place in the elevator of District Courthouse. Is this the same District Courthouse when we're holding the trial now? Looks like it. There was a large earthquake at 2 p.m. on that day. Oh, that's why. Part of the court building collapsed and all of the lights went out. That was an earthquake? At the time, 3 people were trapped in the elevator. It took 5 hours for them to be rescued. 5 hours. Shit, that's scary, yeah. There was a lack of oxygen in the elevator and the survivors were unconscious. The survivors. One of the 3 in the elevator was shot in the heart. That was Mr. Edgeworth's father, wasn't it? He said his father was shot before his very eyes. So Miles Edgeworth was one of the other passengers in that elevator. The victim. Gregory Edgeworth, age 35, defense attorney. If he were still alive, he'd be 50. He had lost that day's case in court and got in the elevator with son Miles. Yeah. From the angle of the bullet and other evidence, it could not have been a suicide. The murder weapon, a pistol, was found in the elevator. The pistol had been fired 2 times. Sounds just like this current case. What's going on here? Yeah. Got any data on the suspect in here and there? That would be the guy that my mom got arrested. Hold on. This is it. The man arrested as a suspect was Yanni Yogi. He was a clerk in the court, apparently. So he must have been the 3rd person in the elevator. Well, he had to have done it. But he was found innocent thanks to his defense lawyer, Robert Hammond. Yeah, how the hell... The suspect, Mr. Yogi, was oxygen deprived so much that he had brain damage? That's ridiculous. He lost all memory of being in the elevator. After he was declared innocent, he disappeared. So they appealed, how's it called? Insanity. Where could Yogi have gone to, I wonder? I still don't know what sort of impact the whole thing had on Edgeworth. A lot, I think. Starting from the earthquakes. Are we going to take the whole file? There's too much, we'll never get it out. Right. How about we just take what we need, what we think we'll need. Right. That's really all we'll be able to find here. Now, all that's left is a trial tomorrow. I wonder how that will do testify in court. So, I guess he's Yagi? Let's see. Defense ready. Karma, please. Very well, no opening statement, so. Bruh. A prediction. Today's trial will end 3 minutes from now. He loves to make a spectacle of this thing. My gosh. What's your question? Everything, dude? Take it seriously. What the hell? No time to waste. I'll call my witness now. Call my witness, decisive witness, to the stand. Gosh. The restaurant. I also ran boats. The night of the incident, you were in the boat rental shop, correct? Yep, I was. Please testify. Wait a second. We still haven't heard who this old guy is. The witness hasn't said his name yet. Because I did not ask him, Mr. Wright. Bah. I have predicted this trial will end in 3 minutes. Who cares, dude? Let him talk! The witness will state his name. Well, I'm not really sure, bro. My memory. The witness does not remember anything beyond the last several years. Ergo, he cannot recall his own name. And can't recall, you say? Yes, but the incident in question took place 3 days ago. He can't testify. Very well. Let's hear his testimony then, shall we, witness? Night of the murder. Let's go. It was the night of the 24th, just after midnight. I was in the restaurant. I rent boats. Where I rent boats, as usual. Then I heard a bang. Yep. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Then I heard another bang. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore, and a man walks by my window. Very well, I'd like to begin the cross-examination. There's nothing to question in my witness's testimony. Can I punch him? I want to punch him. So... oh my gosh. He's so arrogant. Like, please. He believes himself like the genius here. Nobody can question him. Besides, there are only 10 seconds left before our 3 minutes are up. You're very dead now? First examine? Of course. Gosh, he's so dramatic. Take your time, yeah. you sure? Pretty sure, yep. When I talked to you yesterday, you were rather vague about the time. I'm surprised you seem so sure about it today. I asked him and he remembered. Isn't that right? Don't glare at me like that. Oh, I remember it clearly. I did, yeah. You see? Continue. I was in the restaurant where I rent boats as usual. Okay. Is there anyone who can verify that? Well, I guess Polly could. That's not good enough for a court of law. Mr. Wright, exactly what's not good enough? Your Honor, this Polly is a parrot. A parrot? Don't be so hard on the girl, kitty boy. The prosecution concedes that we cannot prove the witness was in the shop. Witness, please continue. Damn it. Then I heard a bang. And where did the bang seem to come from? From the lake, I figure. Are you certain? Yep. Good. Continue. When I looked out the window, I saw a boat just floating on the lake. Was there someone in the boat? It was pretty far out there, I couldn't see clearly. But I figured there was 2 men out there, yeah. But you couldn't see them clearly. Yep, at the time that is. At the time? Then I heard another bang. So you heard 2 gunshots total? Yep. That's what Lotta said in her testimony yesterday. Yeah, it is. Just about then, the boat comes back to shore and a man walks by my window. By your window. Yep, by my window, right outside the window of my little shack. And could you see the man's face? Well, the fog was pretty damn thick, so he was right there in front of me. I saw him. This is a rather important detail. Please add to your testimony. I have a bad feeling about this. That man was the defendant. He was saying, I can't believe he's dead. Are you sure? That That's certain kid. He said, I can't believe he's dead, and he was walking by too. No. Are you sure that this person you saw was Miles Edgeworth? It was him. It was such a boy. Gosh, it's okay. Someone pick him up, please. Damn it. Me neither, Maya. Everyone in the courtroom's glaring at us. I better act quick. This trial is going to be over. We proved in yesterday's trial that it could not have been Edgeworth who fired that gun. Mr. Wright, are you referring to the fingerprints from Edgeworth's right hand found on the gun and the photograph showing a man firing with his left hand? Exactly. That is easily explainable. It's going to... Oh, he could have whipped his prints after he fired. I thought he was going to say the photo was mirrored or something. You're ignoring the truth of the matter here. Everything in those witnesses' testimony is true. The judge is lost thought. What should I do? Let's see. The witness claims that Edgeworth said, "I can't believe he's dead," but his word is all we have. If he were telling a lie, Mr. Wright, in a court of law, the evidence tells all. Apparently you have yet to realize even this basic fact. If you say his testimony is a lie, show us proof. Do we have evidence? It's no good. There's nothing I can do. You sure? To be honest, I don't know what to do anymore. "15 minutes isn't bad. This must be a new record." The witness may leave the stand. Good. This court sees no reason to prolong the trial, nor is there any need for more time to decide the case against the defendant. No, Edgy! What am I going to do? Wait, for real? It's me. Larry coming in to save the day. Let's go. He's such a good friend. What is he even going to say? I'm really sure he's going to just I don't know. He's going to put the blame on him or something. I was there in the party the night of the murder. I wasn't sure about it until yesterday. I don't remember. Dude, what are you talking about? Remembered what? The gunshot. I heard it too. He's such an idiot. What is the meaning of this? The verdict has been decided. I called for adjournment. One moment, Mr. Von Karma. So you say you heard a gunshot? Yes, I did. A gunshot that night. I was sitting here in the audience listening to the testimony. Then I realized something he said was different from what I remembered. Anyhow, I can't just sit here and let you call Edgy a murderer. It's just not right. I'll testify. Let me testify. Let him testify. Let him cook. Well, this is the first time something has happened like this in my court. I'm not quite sure how to proceed. Dude, you shouldn't. In legally speaking, you shouldn't. You're already, you know, use the hammer thing. And yet, Judge, you've already given your decision. Yeah. Trial's over. Nick, this is it. Larry's giving us one final chance at this. She's right. If only I wasn't Larry. If only it wasn't Larry. We could make things even worse. It was just declared guilty, Nick. It doesn't get any worse. Your Honor, if there's another witness, it is our duty to hear them speak. Right here, right now. A waste of time. The verdict cannot be overturned. Allow me to speak my opinion. In all court proceedings, it is our duty to prevent an inaccurate verdict. In order to make sure no mistake has been made, every witness should be heard. What is this? I withdraw my previous verdict of guilty. And Mr. Von Karma, I order you to call this new witness to testify now. Let's go! The court will adjourn for a 5-minute recess. After that, we will hear this new witness. Court is adjourned. This is just a roller coaster. That was too close. No shit, dude. Larry saving the day. Larry. The very last person you would think about. Sorry to keep you on the edge of on your own seat like that at work. I've seen worse. Yeah, right, I've worse. You're sweating bullets. I wonder what Larry plans to say there. Larry was at the lake that night? Yes. He said he went looking for the Steel Samurai balloon that flew into the lake. Oh right. And he found the balloon at the air time that night? Yeah. Hey Ashworth. Huh? You say something, right? Yeah, a lot of things. You seem out of it. What's wrong? It's nothing. Huh? Ashworth? There's something I've been meaning to ask you. What's that? Why are your fingerprints on the murder weapon? When he fell into the lake, I went into a daze. I couldn't understand what had happened. I couldn't think straight. And I saw the pistol lying on the floor of the boat in front of me. I picked it up without thinking. I didn't have a reason, really. I see. Yeah. This might be our chance. Our chance? Von Karma has only ever run perfect trials. Perfectly prepared witnesses, perfectly complete evidence. That's the secret to his success. This is the first time he's ever had to deal with something unexpected. He has to let someone he hasn't even talked to testify before the court. And that someone is Larry. What are you getting at? It's likely his testimony will be full of holes, right? That's right, Nick. No 10-minute trial this time. We'll milk this one for all it's worth. It was 15 minutes. 15. Please. Everything's Larry now. Come on, Larry boy, saving the day. Let's go. He's such a good friend, but yeah, he's an idiot. Witness, please testify to the court about everything that you saw on the night of September 24th. Right, leave it to me. Sweating. Don't mess this one up. I hate to admit it, but you're our last chance. Von Karma didn't even have the time to prep his business. I just hope Edgeworth is right about this being a big break. That night, I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something, I found it. So I quietly slipped the boat back in at the rental shop dock. Then, just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out over the lake, but I didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. a little scared. But yeah, when Loda testified, she also said that after the first gunshot, there was nothing on the lake. At least the photo showed nothing either. I was out in a boat on the lake. I was looking for something and I found it, okay. So I couldn't sleep. Then just as I was thinking about going home, I heard this bang. I looked out, okay, didn't see a boat. So after I heard that single gunshot, I went home. I just... Let's see if we can get anything from Lodo's testimony. Wait a sec, Larry. Ah, what? Only heard one bang? Are you sure? That's what I said. But Mrs. Lobahart testified yesterday that she heard 2 bangs. And the old man just now said the same thing. They both heard 2 gunshots that night. Were you even listening? Were you paying attention at all to what they said? Yo, Nate, please. Huh? You know, something's been bothering me. I'm a witness, see? I'm like a customer here. So you got to treat me nice and stuff, okay? Gosh. You only heard 1 gunshot, are you sure? I'm not sure. You're not sure? How could you be not sure? I might have missed the other gunshot. I was listening to something else. Something else? My radio, dude! With my headphones! And stop that booing! Mr. Butts! You were listening to the radio with your headphones? Yeah, so what? Is that a crime? I listen to my radio, everyone listens to the radio, what's the big deal? Mr. Karma, in your opinion? Waste of time. I do not accept this witness nor his showy testimony. Well, Mr. Wright, should he continue the testimony? Continue. Please allow the witness to continue his testimony. Nothing's more pitiful than a lawyer who doesn't know what's he's lost. Please give your testimony, be sure to include details like your radio. I wouldn't if there were any other way out of this, believe me. Come on, Larry. It's lonely being alone on Christmas Eve. That's why I was listening to an old request show on the radio scene. I was listening to it real booming loud. But I'm sure I had that gunshot. I remember exactly what the DJ was saying when I heard it too. You were listening to your radio at a high volume. Yes, what's the big problem? Can't the man listen to his radio in peace? Isn't this a free country? God forbid boys have hobbies. I truly believe Larry has no idea what the problem here is. Judge, can you believe a word this witness says? What he heard was probably nothing more than a drum. True enough, it is difficult to believe his testimony. Wait, Your Honor, The witness say he remembers exactly what the DJ said when he heard the gunshot. Excuse me? DJ? An answer. An announcer, the guy who says things in the radio. Anyway, what this means is, when he heard the sound, no music was playing. The DJ only talks between songs, so he could have heard the gunshot from the lake. I'd like to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Wright. Can't believe I'm continuing this charade. Come on, Larry. Let's get out of here. Okay. Do you by any chance remember the name of the program you were listening to? It has nothing to do with the case, Your Honor. Objection sustained. The witness was listening to a radio. That's all we need to know. Tell us, Mr. Butts, how loud was your radio set to that night? I was listening to it real loud. Now I can't prove it, but I remember that moment real clear. I mean, while I was talking about it, it came back real clear to me, you know? What'd you say? He has a point. I'll allow the question only if you see some reason why we should care. How do you know we don't ask? Fine, very well. Please testify the court. What was the radio announcer saying when you heard the gunshot? Just when she said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," I heard the gunshot. It's almost Christmas, so it hasn't been past midnight yet. And there we have the third gunshot. Larry, are you absolutely sure that what you're saying is correct? Huh? What's with the face? You look scared, dude. Hey, if you're trying to scare me, you better know I don't scare that easy. Is something the matter, Mr. Wright? Your Honor? Did you hear what the witness just said? The DJ said, "Hey, it's almost Christmas," when he heard the gunshot. Indeed, and almost Christmas means it wasn't Christmas. You realize what this means? When he heard the gunshot, it was still Christmas Eve. That would seem to be the case, yes? But he should have heard the gunshot after midnight. This photograph is irrefutable proof of this fact. Let's see what time was in the photo taken when the gun triggered Mrs. Hart's camera. 15 minutes after midnight on Christmas Day. This is a clear contradiction, Your Honor. What does this mean? The two prior witnesses heard gunshots after midnight. However, this witness says he heard a gunshot before midnight. The answer is simple. The current witness is plainly mistaken. You just look at him suspicious. Dude! I have the gun, I have the gun. Just chill out. Chill. Larry's right. Larry's not mistaken, Your Honor. He heard the gunshot before midnight. Intriguing. I'm assuming you have evidence for this wild claim. Show me the evidence, please. It says right here. The murder weapon? Something about this pistol was bothering me, Your Honor. Both of the witnesses who testified yesterday heard 2 gunshots. However, the murder weapon was fired 3 times. When, then, was the last shot fired? Only now have I realized the truth. The 3rd gunshot was the shot Larry heard just before midnight. There you go. I guess that would make sense out of yesterday's testimonies. It was our time again with our anti-statement. Yes, the pistol was fired 3 times. But do you have any proof that it was fired before midnight? Do you have proof that the witness didn't just think he heard something? Indeed. There's no turning back now. Do you have evidence that proves there was a gunshot before midnight? Oh yeah. This was taken by a witness yesterday, Mrs. Loda Hart, with her automatic camera. The timestamp on the photo reads December 24, 11:50 p.m. There's nothing in the picture, Your Honor. The real issue here is not why nothing is shown in the photograph. It's why this photograph exists at all. What do you mean? Your Honor, this photograph was taken by an automatic camera. That camera was set to go off in response to loud noises. Correct. There was a loud noise on the lake at 11:50 p.m. That is why this photograph was taken. In other words, there was a gunshot at the time Larry claims. That would make sense of the evidence we've seen so far. This leaves me more wondering exactly what happened that night on the lake. Exactly. If this is true, there were 2 sets of gunshots separated by 25 minutes. One at 11:50, another at 15 minutes after midnight. Why? Gunshots separated by 25 minutes. I have it. Huh? Remember the case with the steel samurai? Huh? Yeah, of course. The murderer in this case had the same idea as the murderer in that case. What do you mean? If we don't figure this out now, we'll never overturn Edgeworth's guilty verdict. I've got a hunch, and I'm going to run with it. We had nothing to lose. Yeah, literally. You just watch and let me know if I say anything that sounds fishy, okay? Your Honor, I have no idea where this is going. I got lost. This testimony cleared up the entire case. What do you mean, Mr. Wright? So you finally realize the truth? There can be no other murderer here than Miles Edgeworth himself. Wrong, Von Korma. A man was shot that night, but it wasn't Edgeworth who did the shooting. Listen, rookie. Take a deep breath and consider the facts. At the time of the murder, one boat was on the lake. This was shown by the witness photograph. The defendant, Edgeworth, and the victim, Robert Hammond, were on that boat. There was a gunshot fired on that boat and Robert Hammond fell into the lake. The distance of the shooting was 1 meter. It couldn't have been suicide. Well, the guilty party has to be the other man on the boat. I admit, it is hard to imagine any other possibility. Yes, but this assumes that the victim was shot at 15 minutes after midnight. What do you mean by that, Mr. Wright? We have photographic evidence of the time of the shooting. The timestamp of the photo says midnight, 15 after midnight. But Larry heard a gunshot 25 minutes before that. Robert Hammond was killed then, 20 minutes before the shot on the lake. That is the only way that Edgeworth could be innocent. Mr. Wright, are you quite mad? Explain who the two men are. Wait, I have no idea. I got lost. This is the photo after midnight, okay? And it shows a guy, a left-handed guy. So it can't be Edgeworth. I think. But it can't be the murderer. It can't be the murderer and Hammond if we're saying Hammond was already dead, but this time. So I guess it has to be Edgeworth and the murderer. Otherwise, I have no idea where Nick is going to. After the murderer killed Robert Hammond at 11:50, he assumed the guise of Mr. Hammond and met Edgeworth. Oh. What? Are you serious? Yes. Edgeworth won't tell us why he went to the lake that night. However, I have a hunch. That night, Robert Hammond called Edgeworth to the lake. Now, Edgeworth didn't know Robert Hammond's face that well. That's why he didn't suspect anything when the murderer took Robert Hammond's place. I'm not sure what to make of all this ludicrous. Mr. Wright, tell us the name of the murderer then. The murderer's name. What? No, it can't be. Yeah, we can't know. I don't know because he never told us. The murderer is the caretaker of the boat shop, that old man. At 11:50, he was the one who called Robert Hammond. The caretaker of the boat shop. Where did he do this? There weren't any boats on the lake then. Why would he have to go all the way out on the lake just to shoot someone? May I suggest that the real scene of this crime was not on the boat, where the murder took place? Where? I guess it should have been there. It doesn't really make sense that it was here, right? The way he could meet with the victim without anyone seeing. Do you have proof that the boat shop was the scene of the crime? Recall Larry's testimony, if you will. That night, he was out on the lake in a boat, searching for something. He finds it and returns the boat. Then, just as he's starting to head for home, he hears a gunshot. He heard a gunshot, Your Honor, even though he was wearing headphones all the time. Not words. The gunshot was very, very close by. And where would that be if he had just returned the boat? The boat shop. So right, what happened that night on Guard Lake? Please tell the court from the beginning. Yes, Your Honor. Nick, are you sure about this? Not really. But I think if I start at the very beginning and I take it slow, I might just be able to figure this out. That night, the caretaker of the boat shop called Robert Hammond to his shop. This was around 11:50. That was when the gunshot that Larry heard was fired. After that, the caretaker put on Robert Hammond's coat. He became Robert Hammond. Then he got in the boat. Then he got in the boat. Hi, Maru. Then he got in the boat with Edgeworth and went into the middle of the lake. Then, who fired the pistol on the boat, Mr. Wright? The boat shop taker. It was the murderer who shot the pistol. He shot twice. Both Miss Edgeworth on purpose. Wait a minute. Yes? Why was he shot twice if he didn't mean to hit anyone? Details. Know this, Mr. Wright. The moment you run out of explanation is the moment you lose. Tell us why the murderer had to fire twice. To create a witness, yeah. I believe he shot twice to create a witness, Your Honor. Create a witness? The murderer lifts his pistol and fires one shot. That ensures that anyone who heard the shot would look at the lake. Indeed, Mrs. Hart did exactly that after hearing the first gunshot. Next, the murderer waits a bit and he fires again. Then, he throws himself into a lake. Dude, I don't even want to think about future cases, please. Spare me. Oh my gosh. I'm already... I have... these cases are already long enough. The murderer jumps from the boat himself, leaving the pistol in the boat behind him. I see. To someone looking from the edge of the lake, it would appear that one of the men on the boat has shot the other. The murderer didn't know about the automatic camera, of course. That's why he shot twice, to draw attention to the boat. Once you realize that, everything falls into place. The boat shop caretaker swam back to his shop. Then he put Mr. Hammond's wet coat back on the body and threw the body into the lake. This is what happened, Your Honor. These are the events that transpired that night on Gore Lake. The plot twist. Nevertheless, the plot twists on this game are really good. Bring out the witness from before. The boat shop caretaker, quickly. Very well. While we're waiting for the caretaker, I would like to ask the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, a few questions. Mr. Edgeworth, please take the stand. Mr. Edgeworth, you heard what the defense has said? Well, why did you go to the lake that night? What Wright has said was mostly correct. Astonishingly so, actually. He had zero faith in the main character. Yes, several days ago I received a letter. The letter was signed Robert Hammond. He asked me to come to the boat shop by the lake at midnight on Christmas Eve. He said he had something very important to discuss with me. Something important? I'm sorry, I can't say what it was. It was probably about the DL6 case. He was being remorseful about it. That's it. Your Honor, sir, bailiff, we're conducting a trial here. I ask that you remain quiet. The witness has disappeared. He isn't in the boat shop either. What? What should I do? Find it quickly. We cannot allow him to get away. What kind of question is that, dude? Find him. Go, run. Mr. Von Karma, your witness has disappeared. A search warrant has already been issued. It goes without saying that I cannot declare a verdict under these circumstances. I will extend the trial until tomorrow, the final day allowed. I request that the police department utilize all its forces to find the witness. Am I understood? One more thing. Just who is that boat shop caretaker? I think his identity has become very important to his trial. I want him, and I want to know who he is. Very well, court is adjourned. December 27, District Court. Yay, Nick, they did it! Yeah! Well, at least we got out from under that guilty verdict. What about Larry? That was something else. Even Von Karma didn't know what to do with his testimony. Larry has helped us out, sure. Once I sift through his unique testimony. Still, he did save us. I just wish our cases weren't so down to the wire all the time. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I feel like it's us on trial instead of our clients. Hey, Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth. Did you say something? Don't look so pained. I mean, it looks like you're probably going to get off the hook. You could try to smile just a little. Relax. I'm sorry. But I fear it's not over for me yet. What do you mean? Right. There's something that's been troubling me for a long time now. And I don't know whether or not to tell you. There's so little time left. I want to tell you. To get it off my chest, but I can't make up my mind. What is this about, Edgeworth? It's a nightmare I've had. A memory of a crime that I committed. A crime you committed? Memory of a murder. Trial finished. Let's go. Let's go. So this should be end soon, right? What was he talking about? Memory of a murder. Do you really? Wait, is that what happened? I don't remember. I don't wanna jump too fast into conclusions. A conclusion because some painful memory has been troubling him recently, but he'd never take someone's life. Never. Yeah. Right? Nick. Yo, how's everyone doing? What do you think of my performance today? I had him swoning. Never heard that thing before. Swoning on the aisle. Huh, Maya? Swoning? Eh? Oh, yes, I don't remember. I do remember feeling faint. Tell me the truth. It was like love at first sight, right? Right, Nick? Huh? Or maybe my heart skipped a bit or two. I think you can do better than that. Come on, I said that word in there, dude. Itchy. You guys should be boy before me. Yeah, boy before your hero. Dude, shut up. You really helped out in the trial today. If you weren't there, Larry, I'm sure Edgeworth would have been found guilty. Yeah, for sure. He jumped in last second. Like, after the last second. That boat shop caretaker guy is pretty suspicious, but Edgy ain't off the hook yet. Way to spoil the mood, Larry. Hey, I'm just guy sitting in the audience, you know? But from where I was sitting, Edgy seemed pretty edgy. You think so? I mean, can you really know he's telling the truth about that night? Yeah? I don't know. But what I do know is I'm going to believe in you two until the end. Oh, he's cute. Edgeworth, who else? You mean me, right? Nah, he means me. Right, Nick? Yeah, you, Larry. Not me? Why, Larry? Huh? Actually, yeah, why me, Nick? Maya, you prove yourself not to be a trustworthy person. Not anyone's fault here. Why did you trust Mr. Edgeworth so much? I mean, he's changed recently, true, but when we first met him, he was kind of a jerk, don't you think? He's still a jerk. You didn't know him back then, but when he wanted to become a defense attorney. What was when you two were classmates? Grade school. They saved me, Miles and Larry. They saved me and I'll never forget it. That's why I became a defense attorney, you know? Larry, what's he talking about? Huh? Sorry, I kind of forgot. Dude. I can't. I can't with this guy. Okay, Nick, out with it. I'm going to hear the story today and that's final. Okay, it's kind of a long story, so hang in there. It was the very end of third grade. I was on trial. Class trial. Class trial? You remember Larry? Spring, end of third grade. A kid in our class got his lunch money stolen. Lunch money? Our school was really small. Every month, kids would bring in an envelope with money for lunch from home. Oh, I see. Anyway, this kid's envelope disappeared, with $38 still inside. Oh yeah, now that you mention it, I do remember that. I can see why you'd forget though. You were out of school that day. Anyway, the envelope had been stolen during PE class. I was coming down with a cold, so I'd skip PE that day. I was the only one not in class. So they thought you did it? Yeah. The kids in class said I should be put on trial. Trial? So the next day we had a classroom trial with me as a defendant, dude, with the permission of the teachers, I guess. Oh, she was there. I didn't do it. Guilty, he did it. Guilty, it was you, thief. Get the money back. He's such a meanie, no one play with him. Just admit you did it. You can't hide the truth. Tell us the truth. Not gonna play with you anymore. Yeah, no more of my razor. You shouldn't have allowed. Give me back 50 cents I loaned you. Now, Phoenix, you know you shouldn't steal people's money. It's not right. In the end, even the teacher thought I'd done it. Go over and apologize, Phoenix. I didn't know what was happening. I was so sad. I couldn't stop crying. Everyone was staring at me like I'd done it. I tried to apologize. I went to where the boy whose money had been stolen was sitting. That's when it happened. He shouldn't have to apologize. The only thing that belongs in a trial is evidence. Anything else has no place. You should all be ashamed, amateurs. Miles? It wasn't you who stole my money, was it? No. Then you shouldn't apologize. Everyone's been shouting you did it, but no one has any proof. That's why, Your Honor. This boy is innocent, Your Honor. He's innocent, Your Honor. But Miles, it was your money that was stolen. Yeah, he did it. He's the one. You don't need proof. Make him say sorry. Why don't you all shut up? This is always how it is. Everybody ganging up and picking on one person. Just think how he feels. Dude, he's such a good person. Why does he have to be so slow? He said he didn't do it, so he didn't do it. Very well. I will replace the money myself. This class trial is over. That's how it happened. After that, the three of us were the best of friends. Oh, I had no idea. Yeah, I had no idea either. I mean, I forgot. There, please. That's when I learned what it meant to be alone. Totally alone, without a friend in the world. Is it a good thing, Larry? Oh yeah, well, I was just lucky that I took the day off from school. If I'd been there, they would have thought I've done it. So I took it kind of personally, see? When something smells, it's usually the butts. Yep. As for the trial. Anyway, Edgeworth and I talked after the class trial. That's when I heard his father was a defense attorney. I remember his eyes would shine when he talked about his father. I'm going to become a defense attorney just like my father. A famous defense attorney. Then, a few months later, he suddenly transferred to another school. The L6 incident, right? Not sure, but the transfer probably had to do with his father's death. That's so sad. It was several years later when I heard Edgeworth's name again. There was an article about him in the newspaper. The headline was something like, Dark suspicious of a demon attorney. Fabricating evidence, manipulating testimonies, covering up facts. The article said he'd do anything to get a guilty verdict. Anything. But why? What happened? I mean, that's not the Edgy I used to know at all. That's what I thought too. I tried to get in touch with him, I don't know how many times. He never replied. I guess he didn't want to see his old friends. I couldn't just drop it though. I wanted to meet him, to learn why he had become who he became. That's when I decided. Wait, you don't mean that's why? That's why you became a defense attorney to meet Edgeworth? If I was a defense attorney, I knew he'd have to meet me whether he wanted to or not. And Kurt. That sounds pretty... how should I tell you this, Nick? YMCA. Edgeworth believed in me, and I believed in him. He's in pain, and no one's on his side. I'm the only one who knows real Edgeworth. I'm the only one who can help him. Yeah, YMCA. Whoa, Nick. So, is that why you helped me out for free? Huh? Yes. I helped you. I helped you because I believed in you. Besides, I don't remember saying I do it for free. Nick. We have to say Mr. Edgeworth if it's the last thing we do, okay? Right. It very well may be. First, there's that rental boat shop caretaker. We need to find out who or what he is. I'd settle for who. I guess I can clean out some of this evidence I no longer need. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's move. Some 27, Lake. Hey Paul, long time no see. Oh, detective. Close one today, huh? I got so worked up I snapped my tie in half. I'm sorry about that. No problem, Paul. Thanks to you, we now know who really did it. You mean the boat shop caretaker? Look, I'll make you a promise. I'll have the scoundrel in my custody by trial time tomorrow. Come that may. It's my duty to you as a police officer. Now, I'm off to catch me a criminal. He sure is active today. Huh? Oh, one more thing. No one can go into the woods today. The woods? We're noticed camping? The woods are off limits to camping, and apparently the park ranger found about it. He got pretty mad. No one can go in for a while. I guess Loda is a lot of trouble. Anyway, I'll be seeing you tomorrow. Let's go. Huh? It's still eyesore is missing. Eyesore. Look like the hot dog stands close too. I guess Larry's too busy worrying about Mr. Edgeworth to show up for work. Yeah. The old caretaker got away. Yeah. I never imagined he might be the real murderer. Ahem! I know that clearing out the trouble anywhere. Yeah, what are you doing here? Out for a walk, huh? Ah, the days of my youth, like the set of flesh llama you'll see. Mr. Grosper? This is not time for idle reminiscing. Mr. Edgeworth's trial ends tomorrow. That is true, yes. But from what I saw, today's trial Edgeworth should be fine, right? Well, I'm not so sure about that. No, what do you mean by that? Well, I'm not sure. Huh? You find anything out, come by my office at once. I might be able to offer you some assistance. Finally! What do you think Mr. Grossberg was doing here today? Who knows? Nobody's home. Hello? Hello? Hey, it's Pauline. I wonder where your owner's gone, Pauline. Hello? Can't believe he ran off and leave his poor parrot to fend for herself. Hello? Can I talk to you, Pauline? Maybe I should take care of Pauline. Probably shouldn't just kidnap her. The police know about her anyway. I'm sure they'll do something. Okay. Sorry, Pauline. He says I can't take you. Right. Now the bird's going to hate me. Oh wait. Can we open the box? She knows the number of the safe, right? Yeah, that's right. Holly, what's the number of the safe? 1228? Let's open it, Nick. Come on. I'm sure there isn't any money in there. Oh, but hey, he keeps it locked, right? So there must be something in value in there. Of value. Not so sure. Okay, Nick, let's see what's in there. I guess there might be a clue or two. The only thing in here is a letter. A letter? Boring. There's no name or signature in the same. It's handwritten in very precise, clear letters. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Why? How should I know? I'm going to read the whole thing. Get your revenge on Miles Edgeworth. It also says, this is your last chance. Now is the time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. The rest of the letter goes on to describe the murder, plot in detail, how to kill Robert Hammond and frame Edgeworth, calling Edgeworth out to delay getting on the boat, firing twice. This is exactly what I figured out today in court. It's all here, in perfect detail. What do you think it means, Nick? I don't know, but it looks like these are instructions for the caretaker. When he killed Robert Hammond and called out Edgeworth, he was following instructions. But who could have written that letter? And what does it mean? Get revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Look, I don't know, okay? But one thing's for certain, this letter is an amazing clue. What else can we do here? What? Huh? Oh, no, never mind. What? Tell me. Just when I saw the TV, I remembered. They're showing a pink prize. This is special this week. Oh, see? That's why I didn't want to tell you. I'm sorry, Maya, I don't share your interests. That fishing pole looks expensive. Maybe we should bring it to Detective Gun Show. Don't you think the caretaker will mind? Well, we can just live in the metal detector in exchange. Oh, maybe. We'd better not. Tiny, don't people usually put pictures of fish up on the wall to boast out about them? Oh, yeah, I guess so. Even the pictures of the fish they caught, right? Right. But don't all the fish on the wall here look really funny to you? Well, you know what to say. You should have seen the one that got away. Except the one that got away from us was the caretaker. And he did see him. Why do I feel like we're having two different conversations here? it doesn't look like he uses the kitchen that much. Oh. What? You thought he was telling the truth? She's so naive sometimes. Let's see what else we can do. Maybe we should go to Grossberg's office. They look as grim as always. Huh. Mr. Edgeworth, I heard the story about the class trial. Class trial? What do you mean? You don't remember? No, I don't. Your lunch money was stolen, wasn't it? In 3rd grade. Lunch money? Oh, right. Yes, I seem to remember something like that. Nick, I think you are the only one who really remembers. Well, he probably only really mattered to me anyway. Mr. Edgeworth, didn't you know? That trial was the reason Nick became a defense attorney. Don't tell him that, that's embarrassing. Ridiculous. Thanks. It does sound like the kind of thing you do. You haven't changed a bit, have you, Wright? So simple. To a fault, even. Well, maybe, yeah, but I think you changed too much, Edgeworth. Perhaps. Hey, Edgeworth, why did you become a prosecutor anyway? You used to look up to your dad. You said you wanted to be a defense attorney, right? I couldn't let myself deny reality like you. What do you mean? My father was taken from me, and you want me to defend criminals? Sorry, Wright, but I'm not that good of a person. One suspect was apprehended in your father's murder, right? Yes. The man trapped in the elevator was my father. His name was Yanni Yogi. He had to be the shooter any way you look at it, yet he was found innocent. That defense attorney got him off the hook. Robert Hammond, yes. On that day, 15 years ago, the 3 of us were trapped in that elevator for 5 hours. When we were rescued, we all suffered oxygen deprivation and had lost all memory of the murder. That's your memory? Even now, I can't recall what happened in that elevator. That was the crux of Yogi's attorney's argument in court. He claimed Yanni Yogi had been not of sound mind due to the oxygen deprivation. Yogi was released due to a lack of evidence. He was innocent. That's when I changed my mind. I started to hate defense attorneys. What's your relationship with Von Karma? He's my teacher, and an old man who deserves respect. I learned everything I know of courtroom techniques from him. So it's like my sister was to you, Nick. He's a perfectionist in all things. And Kurt, in his personal life, he's obsessed with doing everything perfectly. Perfectly? In all the cases he's taken on, none were left unsolved, and not one suspect was declared innocent, ever. But that's... I know. It's possible some of the suspects were indeed innocent. However, it is impossible for us to accurately determine that in every case. All Von Karma does is his job, to find the suspect guilty perfectly. In any case, it's nigh well impossible to find a weakness in him. Should a weakness appear, he should do everything in his power to make it all go away. If that is if what you're saying is true, you're headed for a guilty sentence tomorrow. Huh. It's a strange situation in which I find myself, I'll admit. Okay. See this letter? Hmm? This came out of the safe in the shower that boat rental caretaker lives. I see. Revenge on me? Who is that old guy anyway? I don't know. Could he be an innocent defendant who got declared guilty or something? Nice, right? But I don't remember that old man. Not at all. Was following this letter then? Which means there was someone else behind it. Now it's time to get revenge on the two men who ruined your life. Two men, meaning myself and Robert Hammond. It also says this is your last chance. Yeah, maybe he's talking about the statute of limitation on the DL6 incident. Wait, that old man. What is it? Do you know who it is? Yogi. Could he be Yogi? Yeah. The one who was found innocent. Let's go. Let's see if Grossberg can help us here. When does he work anyway? Now, don't be harsh. Guess we'll have to continue come back later. Ah, damn it. Okay, let's go back. Did it come to the criminal enforcement department? I don't think so. You won't be coming back today? Some guy had to arrest by tomorrow. Oh yeah. Catching him if it's the last thing I do, Paul. Good luck, gun show. Okay. Let's see if there's something else we can talk to him about. It was that case that changed my life. And tomorrow, on December 28th, its statute of limitation runs out. Tomorrow. Could that be a coincidence? But even if the case is finally closed on paper, it will never be erased from my memory. Never. Courage word. Yogi was a court bailiff at the time. He just happened to be in that elevator together 15 years ago. The quake was incredibly strong. Before I knew it, everything was dark. We were there for so long, it felt like forever. The air thinned and the darkness closed. in on us in that little box. We became unsettled. Help! I can't breathe. Quiet, as if why you're not making this any easier. What's it out? Help, get us out! Don't shout, you'll just use more oxygen. That's all I remember. When I came to, I was in a hospital bed, staring up at the ceiling. Encouraged, and Yogi's melting condition was called into question. He claimed the oxygen deprivation and stress had caused temporary insanity. In the end, the claim passed the court and Yogi was found innocent. This letter tells him to get revenge on us for it. Why would he want to take revenge on you? Right, yeah. There's something that's been troubling me these last few days. I didn't know whether or not I should tell you. You mean the nightmare? I think the time has come to tell all. What do you mean? For the last 15 years, I've had the same dream almost every night. I wake up in a fearful sweat every time. What kind of dream? It's a dream about my father's killing in the dark. Okay, the memory. Then I can't breathe. You're using up my air. What? Stop breathing my air or I'll stop you. What are you? No, father. Stop thinking, father. Then I see the pistol lying by my feet. I don't know if it was evidence from that day in court or the bailiffs. On the days I pick up the pistol, get away. Get away from my father. Yeah. It's a bone-chilling scream. Yeah. A scream that has rung in my ears for the past 15 years. It's just a dream, right? That thought is the only thing that has kept me sane for the last 15 years. But what if I'm wrong? What if it's real? They say that sometimes people shut out memories in self-defense. Maybe it was I who killed my father. If you think about it that way, this letter makes sense. A revenge on Miles Edgeworth. Think about it. Billy was really innocent. That's why he wanted revenge against me. Wait, Edgeworth, you mean it was me? I was the true criminal of DL6. I shot my father. This is bad. What are you going to do, Nick? What can we do? I don't know. I don't think there's anything we can do. Like you're not. Is there someone else who knows a lot about the DL6 incident, maybe? There is, Nick. There is someone else who knows about the DL6. So now I should go back to Grossberg's office? There we go. Oh, hello there. What's wrong? You look troubled. No kidding. I can't believe you're not. Just come down and tell me what's happened. It's Mr. Edgeworth. I see. So Edward dreamed he shot his own father. It's only a dream. Only a dream, right? God, this is so messed up. I wonder. What? If that's the case, then why do you two look so troubled? Oh, also consider this. Yogi White certainly holds a deep grudge against Miles Edgeworth. So deep, he'd want to frame him for murder. This leads me to surmise that Mr. Edgeworth's dream was not a dream. It was real, as you imagined. Miles Edgeworth threw the pistol to chase Tyler. The pistol fired, and the deed was done. Don't believe it. Yogi was suspected of murder, and his career as a bailiff was irrevocably wrecked. Thus, he sought revenge on Miles Edgeworth. This was his last chance, of course, with the statute of limitations so close. What do you know about Edgeworth's father? He was a defense attorney without peer. It sounds trite, but it's true. Yeah, well, he might have one peer now that I think about it. Your mentor, Mia Fey. Wait, how old is she? Mia wasn't that old. Wasn't she just like 30 when the game started? Gregory Edgeworth was very disapproving of Mr. Von Karma's techniques. That's no surprise. Von Karma is an extreme man. Forged testimonies and evidence are nothing to him. The result, he has a perfect win record in court. To beat him, Gregory Edgeworth tried to call attention to his methods. And lost. And died in despair, as it were. When Gregory Edgeworth was killed, the police called on a spirit medium. That was your mother, Mr. Fay. I am Gregory Edgeworth. I have been killed. The one who shot me was the bailiff, Yani Yogi. Yet Yogi was found innocent. But when my mother left us, everyone called her a fraud. That's right. Everyone thought she was a C. Yet, now that I think about it, it seems like the one who lied was Gregory Edgeworth's ghost. Gregory Edgeworth must have known who shot him. I don't believe it. So you're saying he falsified his testimony? That Edgeworth's dad lied to protect his son? Wouldn't you? It's the only possibility, mind you. But it's a possibility nonetheless. What's that question, Nick? Let's see what else can we do here. So this is the letter. It does seem that Yogi was following this letter. Well, he killed Hammond. Hammond was a skilled defense attorney, but he defended clients not for their sake, but for his own. Some sake? He never trusted his clients, that one. The only thing he trusted was his own ability. But he got his client found innocent, so why should it matter? Actually, my dear, it's quite different. He won that innocent verdict, but no one but himself. Yogi was a free man, but socially, he was ruined. You'll understand soon enough. What is it? This letter... I've seen this handwriting somewhere before, a long time ago. Whose handwriting was this? Do you have any idea who wrote this? Wait, Von Karma? Why would he have something to do with this? I'm not sure. Huh? Von Karma. You're right, my boy. This is Von Karma's fan, right? I'm sure of it. I used to see it all the time on car reports. That means the only one who told me Mr. Yogi to kill was. What does this mean then? Why would Von Karma want to farm Edgeworth? What else can we do here? So tomorrow we'll see a competition of another one with 2 trials. All thanks to the statute of limitations. However, I'm afraid the damage to the DLC since it has dollar will never be used. She was a beautiful woman. I'm surely sorry about what I did. Sorry about what? Bro. Why do I still have this? Have the scene of the murder. Was a gift to man, his death was surely a loss. I wonder what would have become of Von Karma were he alive. Nothing new. Oh yeah, he's not coming back today. Let's see if we can find anything in the park. He left in a hurry? I don't think he even came back after the trial. If the shack was the real crime scene, it should be closed. They shouldn't enter the crime scene again. I don't think there's anything new here, but I was pretty happy about 7 Edgeworth. Sure, we all can big. There's nothing, I guess, here. What else should we do? I went to... Yeah, I went everywhere. Yeah, I know. Well, no time to waste. Let's get going. you do know best. Just what you do that should work. Well, have any good ideas? This is all tied to the L6 incident. We better find out as much as we can about the murder before tomorrow. Something that happened back then. All this word. Okay, maybe I have to keep talking to Grossberg? Oh yeah. If it truly was Von Karma who wrote this letter, then he would know the truth. He would know that Mile Edgeworth had accidentally killed his own father. He'll say as much tomorrow in court as I should think. Hello. He'll press the point until the court finds Miles Edgeworth guilty. Oh no. But how could Von Karma know about Mr. Edgeworth's past like that? Yeah, doesn't make sense. Even Edgeworth should... I thought it was just a nightmare. That I do not know. Yet I do know that Von Karma is both persistent and a perfectionist. He might be seeking to satisfy a grudge against Gregory Edgeworth by hurting his son. What do you mean? Well, 15 years ago, Von Karma met Gregory in court, and Von Karma did win, but he didn't make it through the trial unscarred. What happened in the trial between Edgeworth's dad and Von Karma? Von Karma got the guilty verdict he wanted. He won the trial. But Gregory accused Von Karma of faulty evidence. And though he lost the trial, Mr. Edgeworth's accusation stood. Faulty evidence. It was the only penalty Von Karma has ever received in his career as a prosecutor. Gregory Edgeworth dealt a blow to his perfect trial record. Wow. Wow, indeed. It's such a petty revenge, dude. It must have been quite a shock for Von Karma. Yeah, no kidding. He tried to kill him. He took a vacation for several months after that. What's that meme? Emotional damage? A vacation, yes. An unusual event for the man. That was the first and last vacation he's taken in his many years of prosecuting. Really? He doesn't take vacation? It doesn't matter, Maya, please. You have a strange idea about vacation, Maya. In any case, that was the only time he took a vacation from work. I believe the penalty upset him quite a lot. If he wanted to keep a perfect record so badly, why would he take such a long vacation? He was planning his revenge. He was plotting the scheme. Von Karma is going to bring up the L6, you can bet on it. What if Mr. Edgeworth pleads guilty to the L6? I won't let him. Yes, that's right. I hate to say this, but even accidental murder is murder, you know? I know that. I just believe in Edgeworth's innocence. I can't believe he'd kill someone. But Nick, Mr. Edgeworth admits it himself. His father must have lied to protect him, but from beyond the grave? I don't care. I know he's not guilty. Mr. Wright, if you say so, I suppose I could go check again. The police files might hold something of interest. Mr. Grossberg, thank you. I can't promise anything. In fact, I think the chances of finding something are slim. I understand. Police materials. We do have the file though. I'm not sure if he's going to find... Yeah. Nothing new. Let's go to the detention center. No, where was it? Terminal first. There we go. There's hardly anyone here. Everyone must be looking for the old guy, Yogi. Oh, it's you. I don't think Gumshoe will come back today. Staying out late looking for someone. Sounds like Detective Gumshoe's pounded the pavement for real. We're wondering if we could check out the records room again. Well, now I can't have just anyone wandering around there. But I guess Mr. Von Karma isn't there now anyway. You can go in as long as he's there. Von Karma? Yeah, he's just arrived actually. In the records room. Yeah, I don't trust him. Let's go! Run, guys! Dust as always. We were only here yesterday. I'm sure they just hadn't had time to clean. What's wrong, Nick? Nothing. I was just noticing he isn't there. Well, Karma? Here are the files of collected case reports. There's quite a large volume of reports here. Wow. This is all case reports? Yeah, it's like a graveyard of police cases. Because my sister's case report is in here too. Widely gathering dust. Yeah. Sad to think about, I know. There are shelves stocked with case files in the back of the room too. Forgotten cases rotting away for eternity. Let's get what we need to get out of here. All this dust is getting to me. Looks like there are files inside this glass case. The case is so dusty I can't see what's inside. It's locked. I must keep important case files in there. Okay, what's this? Huh? One of the drawers here is open. Someone must have been looking in it recently. The label says unsolved cases, evidence. Unsolved cases? The file of Ordeal 6 is completely empty. What? What are you doing in here? Oh, Karma. It's going to reap our souls. Huh? Have we met? Why? We see each other every day, don't we? We're Miles Edgeworth's defense team. Defense team? Oh, I beg your pardon. You see, I really remember defense attorneys. They're like bugs to me, needless things to be crushed. Yeah, what a lovely guy. I can see how this guy was Edgeworth's mentor. I guess I have the chance to talk to him now. Mr. Edgeworth is your student, right? A romanticist who still can't shed that veneer of amateurism. Just like his father, always second rate. Mr. Von Karma, you had an axe to grind with Mr. Gregory Edgeworth, didn't you? Me? A grudge against a mere defense attorney? Why? Because he dealt a blow to your otherwise perfect trial record? Huh. So you did. But what I don't get is, why did you take his son under your wing afterwards? The son of your most bitter rival. That, my dear attorney, is none of your business. Yeah, you might as well go fuck yourself. Tomorrow will be the last day of this trial. It's been a while since I've had a defense attorney last this long. Thanks, I guess. Still, you will lose in the end. Miles Edgeworth will admit his own guilt. His guilt of 15 years ago, you mean? You're quite the researcher. If you've done your homework so well, then certainly you must understand. You know what Miles Edgeworth will tell the court tomorrow. You're right. Von Karma is going to bring up Deal 6 in court tomorrow. fool. You think I, as a prosecutor, would give you a defense attorney information? Bah. No way. What if... Have a look at this. This was you, wasn't it? You instructed Yanni Yogi to commit murder. Yanni Yogi? How many years has it been since I heard it called by that name? He's a fool. I told him to burn it after he read it. So you made it. You wrote Mr. Yogi this letter. Yes, my dear defense attorney. Thank you for taking the trouble of bringing it to me. You saved me from a lot of needless hassle. What? Nick? What the hell? What? What is wrong with this guy? A fucking stun gun. 600,000 volts will course through your body like a dog touching an electric fence. 600... Oh, don't worry. People don't die from it, usually. Yeah, that's a relief, usually. Now, give me the letter. No! Oh! No! Maya! Holy shit! Oh my god! No! Maya! Oh gosh. I couldn't stop it. Dude! And this you're okay. You're alive. Who cares about the dead letter? No. I wish I hadn't woken up at all. Dude! Oh. There has to be some way I can help her. I'd better do something about her self-confidence first. Maya, she's holding something. What is that? A bullet? DL6 incident. Evidence number 7 taken from the heart of Gregory Edgeworth. I remember when Karma was holding this when Maya jumped in. Taken from Gregory's Edgeworth heart. Still bears clear ballistic markings. Are you going to tell me it's the same pistol? It came from the same pistol? They didn't change pistol in 15 years? You're most definitely not useless. I'll prove it to you in court tomorrow. Ah, let's go. Final day. Let's save. Final day. Let's go. We can do this, guys. This is it. Judgment Day. Today things are going to get settled at last. A lot of things. Oh gosh. What's the big deal? Sorry, Nick. I only touched your shoulder. Oh, static. I guess the shock hasn't worn off my running with stuff yesterday. Anyhow, to this last trial, last day of the trial. Good luck, Nick. Yeah, thanks, Maya. Hedgeworth's looking glum as always. I hope Karma doesn't push him too hard. Whoa! What are you doing? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. I just thought I'd cheer you up with a pat on the back. Oh gosh. Maybe you should go outside and discharge. Right, good idea. Try not to electrocute anyone on your way out. Go touch some grass. Literally. Oh gosh, not again. What's gotten into the girl? Detective Gosha. Morning, Mr. Ashworth? Huh? Good morning. How did it go, Detective? Have no fear. As promised, I've captured a runaway caretaker. I just brought him in. Took all night, Paul. Thanks, Detective Gonsho. You must be tired. Actually, after that shock, I got on the way in. I feel pretty good. Yogi says he's forgotten his own name. But that has to be a lie. Why would he want revenge of Edgeworth if he couldn't remember his past? He does remember, and I'm going to prove it. Let's go! December 28, 10 a.m., District Court. Course now in session for the trial of Miles Edgeworth. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution is ready. Oh, he talked! Right, very well. We have reached the final day of our proceedings in this trial. I ask the prosecution submit decisive evidence. Understood. Come on, don't be awed into silence by every little thing he says. Yeah. Very well, Mr. Von Karma, your opening statement. Right. Thanks to Detective Gonsho's effort, the boat rental shop caretaker has been arrested. In yesterday's trial, the defense asserted that the caretaker was the murderer. However, the caretaker has yet to confirm this. I would like to ask the defense to cross-examine him as much as necessary. Very well. Please bring the witness into the courtroom. Ladies and gentlemen of the court, I believe you all remember our witness. He lives in the boat rental shop on the lake, from where he witnessed the incident. In addition, he has currently lost memory of his name and identity. Gosh, I can talk. Witness, why did you run away yesterday? The witness was not running away. He will now testify. I see. Very well. Please begin your testimony. Huh? Why I left card? I'm really sorry about just leaving yesterday like I did. But I wasn't running away or nothing. I went to buy some food for policy. I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. So my testimony yesterday stands as it is. Very well. Let's begin the cross-examination, shall we? He has to know his name. Yanni Yogi. You're Yanni Yogi, and I'm going to prove it. Why you left card? I'm really sorry about leaving yesterday like I did. Okay. Okay, yeah. I'll have to try and hold everything. Every chance I get, I guess. He's just about to say why. Is it so hard for you to just quietly listen when someone's talking? Dude, shut up. Just like quietly, yeah. So I went to buy some food for Polly. Food? Well, Polly's a bit of gourmand, you see. She only eats these high quality veal pellets from France. they only they only have them in the big pet shop downtown. They weren't arrested until this morning. Why didn't you go back to the Curter shack? It kinda got lost, you see. The witness has trouble remembering things sometimes. When the police apprehended him, he was on his way back to the shack. Yeah, right. Nice try, Von Karma. I was going to believe that. I see. So, he was lost. Thanks, Judge. Thanks. I figure I got nothing to do with this incident anyhow. You've lost much of your memory, is that correct? Yep, seems like it. Then how could you know that you didn't have anything to do with this incident? Huh? Or maybe you are lying about not having your memory, You know exactly who you are. The witness has testified quite clearly that he has no memory of who he is. If you claim he's lying, then show the court proof. Yeah, he took the letter. Very well, witness. Please continue. Damn it. I mean, I need one of those motive things, right? And I don't got one. How can you say you had no motive? I say you do. You had a grudge against Edgeworth and the victim, Robert Hammond. That's why you took revenge on them, right? Please don't make me repeat myself, Mr. Wright. This witness has no memory of anything beyond several years ago. He can't hold a grudge. It's impossible. I have to prove he's lying about his memory, otherwise it's going to be the same thing over and over until the trial ends. Might I say something, Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. You've been saying the same thing now over and over. You've been calling the witness' memory of the past, or lack thereof, into question, but does this really have anything to do with the current case? Of course, Your Honor. The witness has said it has nothing to do with this case and no motive. Both of these statements are lies. Order, please. Mr. Wright, there is a serious problem with your claim. Or are you saying you know who this witness is? Of course, Your Honor. Huh. Now, this is interesting. I would like to know myself, so who is he? Don't play dumb with the karma. Mr. Wright, please tell me the witness name. His name is Yanni Yogi, a former court bailiff. Yogi? That name seems familiar. Oh, Yanni Yogi for the DL6 incident. You would have heard of it. It was such a famous case. Yes. What does this mean? Your Honor, if this man is Mr. Yogi, then he has a clear motive. Jumping into conclusions again, Mr. Wright. This man, this witness, is Yanni Yogi. Fascinating. However, how do you propose to prove this to the court? This is a court of law. As you may recall, you need proof. And allow me to repeat once more that the witness has lost his memory. That's said, I have to do this now. If I can't prove he's Yogi right here, right now, then I've got nowhere else to go. How are you going to prove it? It's actually quite simple. Your Honor, please take this man's fingerprints. Then we'll compare them to the fingerprints on the file for Yanni Yogi 15 years ago. I see. That makes sense. Huh? I'm so very sorry, Mr. Wright. Why? The witness has no fingerprints. What? He burned his fingers or something? You see, before I worked as a caretaker, I worked at a chemical plant. Yeah, so convenient. I burned my fingers working with the stuff. Yep. Yogi, you sneak. You burn your fingerprints out to hide your past. Yeah, just like in Men in Black. Well, if the witness has no fingerprints, I guess we will not be able to prove his identity. No! What will you do, Mr. Wright? Oh. Case has been decided, no? No! I just can't prove it, but I can't let it end like this. There's no one who can testify as to who this witness is. No one. It didn't even consider that he might have erased his fingerprint. What did I do? Perhaps you'd like to cross-examine his parrot for a little comic relief? Yeah, very funny. Actually, it might be the only chance we have. The defense would like to take Von Karma up on his proposal. My proposal? I would like to cross-examine the witness's pet parrot. What do you think, Mr. Von Karma? Need you even ask? This is a farce. I object. Wait a second. You were the one who suggested I cross-examine the parrot, Von Karma. I have a right to do as you suggested. Well, if you're so desperate, then please be my guest. Of course. Should you go through with this, and nothing comes of it, then I hope you're ready for the consequences. This is crazy. Well, still want to go through with your little game? Of course. I have to see this. A parrot in court. This is going to be the best thing ever. The parrot. She's my last chance. Yeah. Bailiff, bring the parrot. Amazing. I love this. That's quite a bird. Please tell us your name. Name! The witness is ignoring me. It must hurt to be ignored by a bird. Very well. Witness, who is your owner? Please testify for us. Hello? Certainly the most concise testimony we've had so far. My gosh. Press, I guess. And follow-up questions. Hold it. Hello. You talk to her. What do I say? As I recall 2 days ago, yeah. Hello? No. She won't say it. Something the matter, Mr. Wright? Don't tell me one Karma expected this. He couldn't have retrained the parrot, could he? Did he train it not to respond when he asked if we'd forgotten anything? Let's see then. I can't believe you're speaking to a parrot. Some information out of her. She'll adjust her owner, Mr. Yogi. Let's try with a safe number. What a reckless parrot! Mr. Wright, you aren't claiming that this number has something to do with caretaker. Actually, it does. How can the number to a safe tell us who the caretaker is? Shit. I have no idea. Wait, I still have the DL6 file incident. I have no idea what to do. Nope. Okay, at least I didn't take out of my HP. Let's see. What's your name? Pauline. I think we've established that this parrot is named Pauline. Does it have anything to do with her owner identity? Reports? Yes, it does. You claim that the parrot name will prove her owner's identity? Then show us this proof. Don't you think you're taking the bluffing a little too far? We're not here to answer the question of who is the caretaker. We're here to prove that he is Yanni Yogi. And we have to prove, and we have to do, all we have to do is tie the name Polly to Yogi. Your Honor, the proof. I don't know. You think so? Quite a large file you have there. Which page is this proof on then? Very well. So Wright, please show us the page. Maybe suspect data. Right after he was arrested, his fiancée committed suicide, see? Indeed. What was his fiancée's name? Polly Jenkins. Exactly, Your Honor. He wanted to remember the name of his fiancée who had committed suicide. Okay, I have no idea if they mentioned this before, but I surely don't remember it. That's why he named his parrot after her. I see. A mere coincidence, that's all. My granddaughter has a dog she calls Phoenix. Well, Mr. Phoenix Wright, does it make you My granddaughter's fiance? She's only 7 years old. What the hell? Well, it is a little weak for evidence in a murder trial. We would need some other corroborating evidence. Am I going to find that? We're getting closer. One more. Yeah, maybe trying again with the other dialogue. Save number thing? Victims. What was it? It was the suspect file, victims file, and the case summary. But I don't think so. Maybe it's something here? Well, I've been wrong before, so I should try everything I have. What could possibly link this number to a caretaker's true identity? 1228. 1228! I just noticed it. Case summary. The date. Yeah, there it is. Why, that's today's date. 15 years ago. And the number of that safe is 1228. He used the day of the DL6 incident as the number of his safe, Your Honor. That's how important that date was to him. Certainly an interesting coincidence. People often do set their secret numbers to dates. This is not tangible proof. I set my ATM's card number to 0001 because I'm number 1. This has nothing to do with the date, nothing. That's enough. I think we've reached a conclusion here. This is a mere coincidence, that's all. True, that's a possibility. However, two coincidences at the same time. Huh? And two coincidences at the same time seems more like a pattern to me. What are you saying? Summon the caretaker of the boat shop. Immediately. This witness, he doesn't remember. No, it's okay. Oh gosh, he's standing up straight. He's serious. I've accomplished what I wanted to do. I'm done. He's been acting feeble to hide his true identity for 15 years. Let me ask you again. Please state your name for the court. My name is Yani Yogi. 15 years ago, I served as a bailiff in this very court. Yani Yogi, so was it you who killed Robert Hammond and tried to frame Maya Sedgworth for his death? Yes, it was me. I did it. They put me on the witness stand 15 years ago. Robert Hammond, he said I was mentally unsound. He told me it would have made me innocent, get me off the hook. So I pretended to have brain damage. I was innocent really, but he didn't believe me. We won the trial, but I lost everything. I lost my job, my fiancé, my social standing. Then, this year, 15 years later, a package arrived. It was a letter and a pistol. The plan was written out in carefully detail. It was a plan for me to take my revenge on the people who ruined my life. I didn't care who had sent it. I thought this was my chance. After 15 years, this was it. Finally a chance to have my revenge on Robert Salmon and Miles Edgeworth. I had no regrets. Wait a moment. Revenge? Against Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean? I'm not at liberty to speak on that matter. What? Why don't you ask Mr. Edgeworth yourself? Anyway, I admit it. Oh, I skipped it. I didn't skip it on purpose. uh, doesn't matter. Where's Mr. Yogi? Under arrest, Your Honor? I saw no room for error in his confession. Then the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, is innocent. In this case, at least. Very well. Will the defendant please take the stand? There are a few mysteries left unsolved. Still, you're clear of suspicion for this particular case. So, I would like to pass judgment on the murder of Mr. Robert Hammond. Any objections? I don't believe it. Why isn't Karma saying anything? This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, innocent. Finally! To be honest, I found the second case longer than this one. Not again. What'd you say? Yeah. I I was guessing. That means no. Edgeworth, let it be, please. I object to your judgment. What do you mean? I'm not innocent at all. As we have heard, Yanni Yogi killed Robert Hammond in revenge. But revenge for what? Mr. Edgeworth is trying to confess. He's going to say he's guilty. He's going to tell that he was a murderer. Yeah. The judgment has already been passed. I object to Edgeworth outburst. Didn't something like this happen yesterday too? I believe a certain witness raised an objection after a guilty verdict was passed. We must hear this new statement. We must hear Miles Edgeworth. You have a duty to hear Mr. Edgeworth out. But to be fair, this has nothing to do with the current case. If he wants to testify for the DL6 incident, shouldn't they have to open a new trial? Or shouldn't he make a written statement and at the police station or something? I had a recurring dream. A nightmare. It's only a nightmare. That's what I told myself. No, it wasn't a dream. Yanni Yogi wasn't the killer. You mean in the incident when your father died? From the distance of the shot, it wasn't suicide either. Everything was as clear as day. The murderer, the criminal in the 6th incident, it was me. Your Honor, I confess my guilt. I am guilty for DL6, the statute of limitations of which ends today. The culprit is me. Order! This is certainly unexpected. The defendant declared innocent is confessing to a different crime. A crime for which the statute of limitation runs out today. I'm not really sure how I should deal with this. It's obvious. We hold the trial. Right here, right now. Yeah. That's that exactly how it works. We tried this man for this crime of 15 years ago. I think I would like to take a 15-minute recess. During this time, I will consider the appropriate course of action to take. Court is adjourned. Gosh. I'm sorry, Wright. I've just wasted all of your effort. Sir Edgeworth, I just don't believe it, sir. I mean, you killed your dad? I didn't want to believe it myself, detective. But it's the truth. They deserve to be punished. Murder is murder, no matter what the circumstances. This is crazy. Just crazy. I agree. I agree. This is crazy. This is... Uh... Nick, what are you doing? Huh? Oh, I was just reading through the court record once more. I'm getting my case ready. Your case for what? Huh? Isn't it obvious? I'm going to prove that Miles Edgeworth is innocent. What are you talking about, Paul? He just admitted to it. He confessed that he did it in court. I'm sorry, Edgeworth, but I don't believe your nightmare. What? It's just a dream. It's not real. Sure this right here in this court record. In any case, tighten your belts. The real fight is just beginning. But prove you're innocent, trust me. Right? Now then, I would like to resume our trial. Miles Edgeworth has admitted to his own guilt. He has confessed his crime. Let us begin by hearing his testimony. Then, though pointless, let the defense do their cross-examining. The statute of limitations on the Deal 6 incident runs out today. Though it's unconventional for me, I'd like to run this one by the book. Does the defense have any objections? No, Your Honor. Yeah. Will the witness state his name and profession? Wait. I'm going to take a little pause here. Be right back. Okay, let's go back. Will the witness state his name and profession? Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecuting attorney. Miles Edgeworth. 15 years ago, you mistakenly killed your father, Gregory Edgeworth. Is this correct? It is correct. Then testify about this matter to the court. When Edgeworth was telling me about his dream yesterday, I noticed something. One detail it didn't quite fit. Yeah, he threw the gun. It doesn't make sense that it just shot by itself. That day I had gone to the courtroom to observe one of my father's trials. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. But then something heavy fell at my feet. I picked it up and threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. It was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. That's all. And until now, you thought this memory was a dream? We were stuck in that elevator for 5 hours. The oxygen in the elevator ran out and I lost my memory of the events. The same claim Mr. Yogi has made. Very well. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, please. Yes, Your Honor. What was the trial your father was involved in on that day? I don't remember things very clearly, only 2 things. I know my father lost and Von Karma was the prosecuting attorney. Mr. Von Karma, you were handling that case? It was 15 years ago, I don't remember the details. That was when Mr. Edgeworth pointed out the problem in Von Karma's evidence. As we went to leave, an earthquake struck, trapping us in the elevator. So, there were 3 people, including yourself, trapped in the elevator? Yes, myself, my father, and Yani Yogi. We were fine at first, but then as time passed, and no one came to help. My father and Mr. Yogi lost their composure and began to argue. What did you do then? I was 9 years old, boy at the time. What could I do? I was scared, trembling in the corner. Then... Just then, something heavy fell at my feet. What was it? A pistol. I assumed it was the bail of Yanni Yogi's. The safety must have come off when it fell from its holster. And you picked it up. What happened next? I picked it up and I threw it at Mr. Yogi. I wanted them to stop fighting. Did you know it was a pistol when you threw it? I think I knew. I knew it was dangerous, but the air was getting so thick I panicked. So you're saying that you threw that pistol at Mr. Yogi? I was, in a daze. A moment later, there was a single gunshot, then a scream. The gun fired once? Yes. I think after I threw it, I lost consciousness. Since then, they echoed in my head every day. The gunshot, and that horrible scream. The scream was a terrible scream. I remember it to this day. Yes, I can practically hear it now. I doubt I will ever forget that scream as long as I live. There it is. was searching the plate at the time of the incident. No clues found at the scene. Oh yeah, the bullet! No, wait, now or? Defenses are returning in the elevator, returning from bus journey with Son. One bullet found in heart. The murder weapon was fired twice. A single gunshot, he said. Yeah, there it is. Present. Are you sure you only heard one gunshot? Yes, I'm sure of that. I heard the gunshot and the scream. Then everything faded. I wasn't conscious until the rescuers came. No, Your Honor. Unfortunately, you don't. Look at this file one more time. This plainly contradicts the witness testimony. You do enjoy dragging out that file, don't you? I don't accept this evidence unless you can tell us what page it's on. Which page contradicts? Was it victims data? Look at the victims data file. It says, quite plainly, the murder weapon was fired twice. My such word only heard one gunshot, yet the murder weapon was fired twice. The first shot was the accidental firing when the pistol was thrown. So who fired the remaining shot? Was there perhaps another shooter who fired that second shot? Your Honor, I'm sure you're aware. This incident occurred 15 years ago. The evidence is dated. The pistol did fire twice. However, we do not know when that second shot was fired. It might have been fired the day before the incident. There's no proof that the second shot had anything to do with this incident. I see. You do have a point, is right? The murder weapon was fired twice, as we have heard. One of those shots was fired by the defendant, a boy at the time. Do you have any proof that the other shot fired had something to do with the case? Let's take the bullet now. I'm just guessing, but... Chale. Damn it. Let's see. Damn it, I guess I have evidence. Oh, there you go. This is a photograph of the scene of the crime 15 years ago. I can see that the victim lying there is Gregory Edgeworth. This proves the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. This photo proves it. Let me get this straight. This photo proves... Where? Dude, please. Get a clue. Yeah. I'm like Dora, dude. As should be obvious, the contradiction is here. I see. A bullet hole in the door. Your Honor, please. By a shot from the pistol. Yeah. There is also a bullet hole in the elevator door. We also know that the murder weapon was fired twice. Thus, someone other than Edgeworth fired the second shot. Mr. Wright, where are you driving at? It's simple, Your Honor. At the time of the incident, two shots were fired. One went into Gregory's Edgeworth's heart. The other hit the elevator door. Remember that the defendant lost consciousness after the shot he fired rang out? In conclusion, we must agree that the second shot was fired by someone else. Mr. Wright, but who could that someone else be? The murderer, of course. I knew I should have stepped in before your wild fantasies got out of hand. Mr. Wright, look once more at the DL6 incident case file. Look closely. Try case summary page. Look what is written there. Not a single clue was found on the scene. If the pistol had indeed been fired 2 times, then the other bullet would have been discovered on the scene. He does have a point. The second bullet has never been found. Because it crossed the fucking door? Was the one fired by his own son. That is the truth of this matter, the whole truth. It was undoubtedly something else that made the bullet hole in the door. And Mr. Wright has proven one thing to us quite clearly, that the murder weapon was fired twice at the time of the incident. However, Mr. Walker says that the second bullet fire was not found. It is highly unlikely that the police merely overlooked the second bullet. So all we have is the single bullet fire. I'm afraid I have to discount the defense's claim. I praise the judge for his wisdom on this matter. Ugh. Was he wrong? Have you ever been wrong about this whole... Have you been wrong about this whole incident? What are you doing, Nick? What? Looks like I was wrong. If the second bullet wasn't there, then all my conjectures are for nothing. No. You said you'd do it, Nick. I thought there was another person, someone else who fired the killing shot. Now... That shot was fired by Miles Edgeworth. Precisely. I would like to ask one thing of Miles Edgeworth before passing my verdict. Have you been paying attention to the trial so far? Yes, Your Honor. Do you have any objections? No, I do not. So you killed your father, though that was not your intention? Yes, I did. The statute of limitations on the murder of Gregory Edgeworth runs out today. Therefore, I must pronounce the verdict of the defendant today, right here. Right now. Indeed. Does anyone have any objections? Your Honor, I'm bluffing. On what grounds do you object? I have no idea. I don't know, his case is perfect. Must exist. Second bullet. What did you say? Where? Someone took it. It seems waiting is not going to produce us any answer from Mr. Wright. Second bullet. It existed. But we just heard proof that it did not exist. I realized that, Your Honor. It's just someone took it from the scene of the crime. That's what happened. The murderer. The murderer? Then tell us, who is this murderer? I'm thinking about the one. So the criminal took the second bullet, but why? First of all, how would they have found it? It's not easy to find a stray bullet, right? Was there some pressing need for the murderer to search for the bullet? Of course. Why though? Well... A special bullet. Yeah. He's bluffing too hard. Why would they only take one of the two shots fired? The other one got into the heart, so it's going to be... The murderer had no reason to take the bullet. You don't want to admit it, but it's true. He had to take it. Think crazy. Think why the bullet had to be taken. The murderer had no intention of taking the bullet from the scene, but the murderer had to take the bullet. What do you mean? Well, for instance, maybe the bullet hit the murderer. For instance. I mean, if it hit you, you would have to take it with you, wouldn't you? It's not like you could perform surgery right there. Let me get this straight. So, at the time of the murderer themselves was shot? And they left with the second bullet still inside of them? Thus leaving one bullet at the scene of the crime. I guess. There's a problem with that. The other two people rescued from that elevator, Maisachwar and Yani Yogi, were both unharmed. So that would mean the murderer came from outside? Yes. Two men fight inside of the elevator. Trying to stop them, the boy picks up the pistol at his feet and throws it. The pistol discharges and the bullet goes through the elevator door and hits the murderer outside. The boy loses consciousness. Then the murderer opens the elevator door and sees the man inside. You are truly the most unpredictable defense attorney I ever known. I can tell you're rasping, yet I cannot deny the possibility of what you say. What are you saying? Deny it. No one involved with the incident was wounded. There was no murder. No one was wounded at the time of the incident. That's right. I just thought of something really crazy. Remember what Mr. Grosberg said yesterday? Oh yeah, he took a long vacation. Could only mean one thing. He was the murderer. You seem dazed. No, Your Honor. Well, you have indicated the possibility that the murderer came from outside. Can you give us the name of your suspect? Should I come out and say it now? Your Honor? There is a suspect. One lone suspect. Well, this is certainly interesting news. Very well, Mr. Wright. Who's your suspect? Ugh. Come on! Von Karma. Von Karma? You mean the Von Karma? The prosecutor? The one standing right here, right over there? Bah. You don't object? I see no need. Why honor this ridiculous outburst with my objection? Because you took a vacation for several months, starting the day after the incident, yet you pride yourself on a perfect record. Why would you take such a long vacation without any reason? So you're claiming that I took a vacation to heal my injury from the incident? Fascinating. Prove it. I would have needed surgery, no? Where did I go under the knife at, Mr. Wright? Bring the doctor that operated on me. Have him testify. Let's find out. It's no use. Edgeworth? I know Karma, perhaps too well. It's perfect. It wouldn't leave clues. He probably didn't undergo surgery. That would have led a doctor's witness. Nobody's that perfect. Von Karma pulled the bullet out by himself? That's insane. Oh, he couldn't have. You can't just pull bullets out of yourself. Depends. Wait. Doesn't mean. Has to be somewhere. But where? Can you produce evidence to prove that I was shot? I don't think I have evidence. Let's see. I can't prove something that didn't happen. Court record. I'll prove it. And I'll use evidence. I know how you like it so much. What? Wait. No. Do I have to use this? No. I do. There's a possibility that bullet is still inside one karma. Oh my god, this is amazing. Where's the parrot? No, metal detector on a person. I'm going to run this over you to see what we find. Huh? I refuse. Refuse? But refusing this means you acknowledge that the bullet is still inside you. Order. Fans request that we be allowed to use the metal detector. Invasion of privacy. The statute of limitation runs out on this case today. It was you who said we had to end it right here, right now. I permit the use of the metal detector. So Von Karma, you will submit yourself to testing. I don't know. You have to give it a shot. Oh. Mr. Von Karma? It was you. I was afraid this would happen. And so I remained silent. Indeed, there is a bullet in my shoulder. However, it has nothing to do with this incident. I was shot in the shoulder long before the DL6 incident. I claim that the bullet in my shoulder has no relation to DL6. Excuse you, but I have proof. Proof? I have no obligation to prove anything. It is Mr. Wright who must prove something here, not I. Can you prove it? Of fucking course! Shut up! Shut up! Let me show you! I'm the one who's sorry, Mr. Von Karma. You were close, one day away from freedom, but you see I have proof. Who would have thought you would dig your own grave trying to convict Edgeworth? I can link that bullet in your shoulder to the DL6 incident. And here's my final proof. That's a bullet? Where did you get that? This is the bullet used in the DL6 incident. This was taken from the heart of the victim, Mr. Gregory Edgeworth. The bullet is preserved quite nicely with all the ballistic markings intact. Ballistic markings. You may recall the term. It came up in the first trial 2 days ago. Ballistic markings are the fingerprints of a weapon. All bullets fired from a gun are marked with that weapon's unique pattern. By examining the markings, you can tell which weapon fired the bullet. It's quite accurate. Indeed. We have 2 bullets in our possession. One bullet removed from Gregory Edgeworth's heart. The other, Mr. Von Karma, is the bullet buried in your shoulder. We could analyze both bullets, then if the markings matched, we would know that both bullets had been fired from the same gun. The very same pistol, in other words, the murder weapon that killed Miss Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Von Karma, you will let us remove the bullet from your shoulder, and we'll compare the ballistic markings to those on this bullet. And solve this case once and for all. Well, Mr. Von Karma? Yes, the mental breakdown. That scream. That very scream. It's that scream I heard in the elevator 15 years ago. On Karma, it was you who screamed. Mr. Von Karma? Mental breakdown. I love it. So it was you. You and your father are my curse. Your father shamed me with a penalty on my record, and you left a scar on my shoulder that will never fade. I will bury you. I will bury you with my bare hands. Oh my gosh. Chief Prosecutor, I'm sorry. On Karma, it's not like you made this kind of error. I never would have thought that Edgeworth would be the one to catch you. I was careless. I'm sorry, but you will have to be penalized. I've covered for you in the past, but not this time. The other guy knew. He did nothing about it. It was a shock like none I had ever known. Me? Penalized? It took hours for me to regain my composure. Suddenly I found myself in darkness. I was in the car records room. I must have wandered in there without thinking where it was going. The room was pitch black. Lights must have gone out. I went out into the hall and followed my way to the elevator. I pressed the button, but nothing happened. Then there was a noise. I was in pain. A horrible burning pain in my shoulder. Then the lights came back on. The elevator door happened before my eyes. Opened before my eyes. I saw 3 people inside, all lying unconscious from the oxygen deprivation. Much to my surprise, a pistol lay at my feet. I knew then it was destiny. In his last moments, Gregory Edgeworth was still unconscious. He died, never knowing who had shot him. Later, he spoke through a medium, blaming Mr. Yogi. He was fooled. It was the perfect crime. Who would have thought another man would have come to open that elevator door? Judge. What? What are you doing? Do your job. Bring an end to this miserable charade. Now, end it. Very well. It appears that we have come a very long way to end of this maze. 15 years later, Mr. Miles Edgeworth? Yes, Your Honor. We're innocent. You are innocent. As you said, it was all a nightmare. Yes, Your Honor. This court finds the defendant, Miles Edgeworth, not guilty. That is all. This court is adjourned. Nick, we did it! Did you see his face? Von Karma looked even paler than usual. He's pretending to be all cool, but inside you crushed him, Nick. Crushed. I gotta say, I'm impressed. Huh. Was pretty close though. I was sure we had it. No, I was on the verge of tears the whole time myself. Now it's all just a good memory. So, it's finally over, Edgeworth. Right. Yeah? I'm not sure how to say this. Oh, I know. Try thank you. I see. Thank you, Wright. You're welcome. I think you could have done better than that. No. Sorry, I'm not good with this sort of thing. You got a lot to learn, Edgeworth. She's good there. Whoop! Amazing, Paul. You pulled this just like I thought you would. I'll never forget this. I owe you one, Paul. And tonight, let's party. Dinner's on me. Yeah, my salary went down a bit this month. But who cares? Yeah, who cares? Let's go dinner. Let's go celebrate. This is finally over. I hated this case. See, Mr. Edgeworth, you should take a lesson from Detective Gumshoe. That's how I say thank you. I see. I feel foolish. Yeah, you should. Little by little. It's been 15 years since I've seen Edgeworth this on guard. Hey y'all! Noda! Y'all were great there, thank you. Yo, Edgeworth, congrats! Thank y'all very much. I knew you were innocent from the start, of course. Just look at you. You wouldn't stick your hand in the cookie jar even if no one was there. You were the witness on the first day of the trial, weren't you? Yeah, well, let bygones be bygones, huh? Speaking of which, what are you doing now, Laura? Oh, me? Huh. I went back to college. I gave up trying to be an investigative photographer pretty quick. Really? That's too bad. Huh? Isn't that a hot dog guy from the park? Huh? Larry's crying already. It's over, Nick. My life is over. Why the sad face? What happened? No, he broke up. I'm no longer for this world. Skian, she's going to live in Paris. She's leaving me behind. Yep. Yo, Eddie. There you are. Oh yes, here I am. Congrats! Here, a little gift from me in celebration. Celebration? That's unusual for you. Harry Butts, you come along tonight too. My treat, Paul. Oh, thanks. Looking forward to it. No, Nick. That's the suit that questioned me. Wait, size 3, that's no police talk for prison food, right? Right? I think you'll be fine, Larry. Yeah. What's up? That envelope that Larry gave me, it's got money in it. Well, yeah. That's not that strange. People give money away to celebrate sometimes. It's $38, right? Huh? What a weird amount. I mean, it's not a little, but it's not a lot either. Yeah. Did this idiot... What are you so surprised about? Think back to that day 15 years ago. Larry took the day off, but he was bored, so he came into school anyway. Then he saw the money lying there, and the rest is history. I never was good at history, huh? Oh my gosh. I suspected. I just couldn't picture Larry protecting you like he did that day. Everyone else was saying you did it. The whole class was against you, remember? Yeah, too well. You might not know this, but we used to have a saying back in school. When something smells, it's usually a butt. No, I know. Really, right. I'm surprised you didn't figure it out. Well, it sure is the expected turn of events, huh? Larry, shut up! You don't get to talk now. You have no right to talk now. You should have told me. Yeah, please. You think the statute of limitation has run out, Mr. Edgeworth? It says so, yes. There you have it. Oh gosh. Where does that leave me? I became a defense attorney because what you two did. Well, I have always been something of an insufferable emotionalist. Yeah. You get worked up too easily too. Death. Death sentence to both of you. Man, if I only had known, I'd become a prosecutor. The same goes for me, only the other way around. For the longest time, I thought that I might have killed my own father. I thought I might be a criminal. I became a prosecutor in part to punish myself. If I had known the truth, I might have become a defense attorney after all. Want to switch, right? Hey y'all, line up, I'll take a photo. And photo time, let's go! After that, dinner's on me. Yay! Let's go dinner. Let's have some dinner. I'm famished. We celebrated Edgeworth's newfound freedom, even though Edgeworth himself was still in detention. It's 29. I went a little overboard yesterday. My head hurts. Still only 5. We should go back to sleep. What's this? A letter? Morning, Nick. You were really impressive yesterday. Seeing you. It made me think about what I'm doing here. I'm a spirit medium. In training, of course. I wanted to help Edgeworth too. I wanted to help you. But I couldn't. I was useless. So I've decided to go back to X training. I'll become a full-fledged spirit medium, for starters. Couldn't say it to your face, so I left this letter. Goodbye, Nick. Goodbye? What time is it? First train from the mountains have already left the station. Got her. So you're leaving? Yeah. It's hard being a spirit medium who can't talk to spirits. And I think you'll do fine without me, Nick. Be good, okay? Wait! What? I never could have said Edgeworth without your help. Huh? On the last day of the trial, I heard her. I heard Mia's voice. You heard my sister? Yes, only her voice, but still. It was at the very end when I thought we'd lost everything. And that's my sister for you. Dr. Gonshow helped, and Mr. Grossberg, and even Larry. I'm the only one who couldn't help. I was useless, Nick. You were the one who stopped Von Karma, Maya. Huh? I didn't do anything. All I did was wander around in the daze. Sorry, but I have evidence that it helped. Evidence? A bullet? Von Karma was convinced he had taken all of the evidence pertaining to DL6. But you were the one who rescued the last piece of evidence we needed. This was the bullet that put an end to Von Karma. And you were the one who gave it to me. Thanks, Maya. I couldn't have done it without you. I'll be back soon. I'm going to complete my training and come back. Okay, I'll be waiting. Of course you will. You can't run the office by yourself, you're hopeless. I don't know about that. So, this is it. See you soon, Maya. No, Maya. Thanks, Nick. And so my story ends. Time to turn a new page. Say goodbye to the novice defense attorney that I once was. Now a new story begins. With the same old crazy cast of characters. Don't think you're proud of it yet. Like Happy New Year. Whoop. I don't like he was embarrassed or something. Yeah, don't you think? Huh? Nick? I haven't seen it lately. Yeah, I've been working at a cheese shop. That Mrs. Nice lady, she's not exactly you'd call a cheap day. She's in Hawaii. What a good game. Wait, was this the last chapter of the game? Of the first game? I thought there were 5 chapters. I thought there were 5 chapters. Five chapters, right? Oh, okay, that makes sense. Oh, it's you. Right? Oh yeah, it's me as understudy. It's not? I wonder how she's doing. I haven't seen it of late. Days of my youth, like the scent of French lemon, you see? What a nice game. Is he an actor? Oh gosh, yeah, I forgot she talked a lot. I'm pleased to announce the Pink Princess is a hit. I sure that Mr. Wright a great deal. I'm keeping my face out of the public until the show's over. I have time, so I sent her some Pink Princess trading cards. Oh, she loved that. Right, who's that? Do you want to talk? Let's talk Pink Princess, right? But yeah, I snuck into the studio the other day and I saw her, the one inside the pink princess suit. Oh, what a dog. I was kind of shocked at my tender age. Yeah, I remember, right? I know your guy. Not me? I'm trying to become a paranormal photographer. Now that picture I took of everyone, I was just behind and there was a ghost. For real! No, that's telling I'm gonna be famous. Hmm. Ah, what a nice game. What? Brand new episode has been added. My god, Rise from the Ashes? Wait, is this like a prequel? Yes, save. And I guess we'll start next episode next week. Rise from the Ashes. Yeah, probably it's going to be a prequel kind of chapter. So yeah, that's going to be all for today. Thank you for watching.